Gielinor, the magical world of RuneScape. It's divided into chunks for easy use. Welcome to Chunkman Dead Die Kill, the series where I conquer the landmass of Gielinor by doing tasks and unlocking chunks. Last episode we unlocked 3 more chunks by completing 3 quests. Those quests were Elemental Workshop Part 1 and 2, and then Merlin's Crystal. Our map expanded with a part of the Fossil Island Swamp on the eastern side, the chunk to the east of the Death Plateau, and lastly the left part of Caterpie together with Keep Le Fay. This episode we will start off in Caterpie to see if we can do the Family Crest quest. The next quest will be Family Crest. I was just checking because we need Caleb here, and like you see, he wanders around the building here. So we will be able to talk to him, and we don't need anything in the building. We just need to talk to him, give him some fish. So this will be possible to do without having the other part of the chunk unlocked. So let's get everything we need for the quest and let's start it. Here in the southeastern part of Varrock, let's talk to Dimintes to start the quest. Apparently Dimintes is a nobleman, but he is down to this small house because he cannot show his family crest to the king, and that's why the king seized his mansion. The family crest was given to his 3 sons, but there was a war they went to and he thought they were all dead. But apparently Caleb is now in Caterpie. So let's go back to where we were a few minutes ago. Well, just in time, he's still on the edge. That's pretty ideal. Caleb is the oldest son, so he had the full crest, but he split them into 3 parts and gave his 2 brothers, each a part. And now he just wants to be a cook, but he is struggling to find some of the ingredients, so he will give us his part of the crest for the fish he needs. So that's what we have in our inventory. There we go, that's the first part of the crest. Now let's ask what happened to his other brothers. Caleb tells us that he only has 1 part of the crest, because there was a falling out with his 2 other brothers and everybody wanted to claim the estate of their father, but without a full crest that was not possible. But as we got his part of the crest, now we only need to find the other 2 brothers. And Caleb mentioned that his brother Avon, who had always a taste for the luxurious goods, can be found in Al-Kharid in the desert. If we talk about the desert and someone who would know the more expensive taste of some people, it would be the gem trader. So let's talk to him and let's ask him if he knows Avon. The gem trader tells us that we can find him in the Al-Kharid mines. Avon here will give us his part of the crest, but first of all he wants to impress a young lady with some jewelry, so a ring and a necklace, but he doesn't want it to be made from regular gold, he wants perfect gold. He gave us a hint to talk to Boot in the Dwarven mines, so let's go there and talk to him. So let's talk to Boot, let's find out where we can find that high quality gold. Just barely east of Ardoin we can find the old ruin entrance, which we also needed for the Slug Menace quest. So let's go in. And a bit further on we find this door over here, and normally you need to use some levers in the north and south rooms to get through this door to open it, but as there are some hellhounds over here, I've already done that because of the Slayer task we got a while ago. So if we just open the door, now we just need to mine the rock. That's one perfect gold ore. And that's the second. So now we can go and make the jewelry. There we go. A perfect ring and a perfect necklace. Let's go back and collect our crest part. So that's the second crest part obtained. And now we need to find Jonathan. And Avon told us that we can find him resting from injuries after doing some magical things at the edge of Varrock near the wilderness. Here in the pub we can find Jonathan, so let's talk to him to get the last piece. He seems to be poisoned, so let's use an anti-poison on him, and that's much better. Jonathan mentions that he has lost the piece to Chronozone, a demon back in the wilderness, and it's near the Earth Obelisk. So we need to cast the 4 death spells, so I'll just have to change my chaos runes here into death runes, and then we have a full inventory of food and a quick emergency teleport if we get attacked in the wilderness. Let's enter the wilderness and let's go as fast as we can so nobody sees us. And there we have the demon. So now we just need to use all of the spells on him. Here we go, that's the crest part. And let's use our tab to immediately get away. With all the crest parts now in our inventory, if we combine them, we have a full crest to give back to the Mintes. And there we go, that's the end of the quest. We get 1 quest point, some steel gauntlets, and we can imbue those gauntlets if we talk to one of his sons. So this is actually the most important part of the quest, because the steel gauntlets will be the goldsmith gauntlets, which give a lot more experience when smelting gold. We can also make them into, I think it's chaos gauntlets, so the chaos spells have a higher max hit. And the other part is, if we go to Caleb, then we can make some cooking gauntlets, which decreases the chance of burning some food when cooking. So that's a pretty good reward. But either way, that was the family crest completed, which is a task completed and another chunk to pick. Another quest down, our 61st family crest complete. For 179 chunks in total now. And then back to our map. Last chunk we unlocked was this island over here with a part of the tar swamp at Fossil Island. Not the best chunk to unlock, of course, and we now just have the option to unlock more of Fossil Island, which wouldn't be the best as we cannot get to Fossil Island. Not because we don't have the starting point over here, but because we cannot do the quest to get here. So we would need Bon Voyage over here in the Varrock Museum, but we need to have over here in Courant the Woodcutting Guild, which is very far off. So let's hope the chunk picker gives us something not from that side. Let's pick a chunk. And we get the entrance to the underground pass together with the rest of West Ardoin. Currently not that useful, as we cannot even get to the outer wall here. And we also do not have access to West Ardoin, so currently we cannot access this. But one very good thing is that we could unlock the outpost with that. And we can teleport here. And we're getting closer to the Tree Gnome stronghold, so all in all, not the worst chunk we could have gotten, but also not the best. After completing the family quest, we can now do the mini quest Family Pest. For that we do need 500,000 gold pieces. We only have 136k, but we should have enough in our bank from all the smithing, for example, and all of the loot we got from the monsters and the clues. So we have a lot of rune items we can sell. We even have a lot of iron plate bodies and steel plate bodies. Most of the things I'm probably going to sell at the Rogue's Den, as we get maximum value from there. Alright, we pretty much sold everything. We still have a bit of leftovers, but we got up to 1.5 million coins, so that's the first time we have over a million coins on this account. Now to go back to Varrock and do the family pest. If we go back and talk to Demintes here, we can ask if he has some other things for us to do. Demintes doesn't really have a quest for us, but he asks if we can look up his sons once more to see if they need something. Avon here tells us that everything's fine, his lady is content with the jewelry we made, so nothing to do here. Let's try Caleb. Alright, this took a while for him to step foot just in front of us. Let's ask Caleb if we can do something for him. Caleb apparently also doesn't really need our help, so let's maybe check on Jonathan. And Jonathan is also really happy, so back to Father Dearest we go to tell him the news that his sons are very happy. Apparently this was all a lie. Demintes isn't really rich, so as a last quest we could make him a bit rich by giving him 500,000 coins. So okay, let's give him a third of our cash tag, I guess. And with giving him that money, Family Pest is now completed. The only reward we got from him is that instead of one pair of gauntlets we have, so for example here we have the goldsmith gauntlets, we would need to trade them into the other brothers to get the other gauntlets, but now we can have all three at the same time. Not sure if this was worth the money, but that is actually the mini quests completed, so that's pretty much what we were going for. So let's go back to the spreadsheet to complete that task and pick another chunk. A fairly fast mini quest, although we lost a lot of money. The family pest has now been completed. That was our fifth, and we are up to 180 landmass chunks unlocked now. And then back to our map. We have the underground pass, which we unlocked last chunk. And this would give us access to the outpost and getting closer to the Trinum stronghold, which would be great. A part of mountains we cannot actually get to, and the ZMI altar, which we also wouldn't be able to get to. So let's hope for something nice. But ultimately the chunk picker decides for us. So let's pick a chunk. Okay, some water to start with. Let's pick another. Pick a chunk. Okay, just some more water. Getting close to the filled up hills now. But as it was also a water chunk, let's try that again. Pick a chunk. Oof. The bottom part of the tar swamp. And I don't think you can actually traverse here. We have once more run out of quests to do. So if we look at our options, we still need 24 total levels, so we didn't actually get any from all the quests we did. We could also go back to some bossing, but that I think would take a bit too long to kill 150 giant mole. So let's go back to the easy clues. If we look at the map, at some of the chunks we unlocked, we now have some extra steps. So we have over here is Arnheim, which gives a step. There's a step at the top of the candle shop over here, or it's this one. It's Produce House here. And then if we go a bit further, there is also a step in the beehives, but we're still missing a green gnome rope bottom or top, something like that. And then we have Sears, and there is a step here with the spinning wheel, and there is one here in the pub, I think. So all in all, that will be 4 steps, which would be possible. I think there's also some step here in Keep Le Fay, but I'm not sure if we have the items for it. So either way, with the chunks we unlocked, we should be able to complete the 25 easy treasure trails a bit faster. We went from 57 to 60 with the last 25 caskets. So let's see if we get to 62, maybe 63 this time. And there we go. That's the 25 easy caskets done. Let's maybe check the collection log once more. We are at 100 easy clues completed. We got a bunch of items and we're pretty much looking for a rope top, because that is actually our best magic slot item together with the rope legs here. And for the rest, the flared trousers, of course. Anyway, let's open the caskets and see what we get. And that's bronze plated legs G. Bob's black shirt, is that unique? Also, yes. And black wizard hat trimmed. Another blue skirt G. That's a duplicate. A nymph mask. An amulet of magic trim. Did we already have that? Nope, that's new. Ooh, last casket we get a steel kite shield G and bronze plate legs once again. And 25 caskets we didn't get all that much of uniques. but that's still a few collection log items logged. But anyway, that was 125 easy treasure trails done, and that's another task completed and another chunk to pick. Our 29th clue task already. Finishing 125 easy clues has been completed for 181 landmass chunks unlocked. Let's see what we are going to get. Pick a chunk. Here we got the rest of Bergderad. Now at least we can use the boat to get down to Meyerditch or the Icene Graveyard when we actually unlock Bergderad. But for the rest, this chunk doesn't really have anything that useful. That's going to be all for this episode. Caleb was barely accessible, but because we could reach him, we progressed quite nicely today. Next episode we will continue our journey and unlock more of the map. So as always, have a good one and see you next week.